Hey, what's going on? So we're going to discuss about the gastric sleeve. I myself personally got the gastric sleeve like 6 years ago. Everything's going good. Everything's going smooth. Um, I would say that you would have to contact your physician to get a referral to a bariatric doctor so that you could be seen, so you could get this process started. Um, I would say that you would have to um, once you get into that appointment with your physician, they'll give you the referral, and then when you go to the bariatric doctor, you'll be able to sit down, discuss, and they will ask you your weight, ask you your BMI, ask you why you want to get the surgery done. They also will ask you if you have any health conditions, as in diabetes, cholesterol problems. They'll just ask you all types of questions, and you will, once you see the bariatric doctor, they'll give you a list of people who you got to go see. It takes like many, I would say 6 to a year, 6 to 12 months to get the surgery done. If you qualify for the surgery, if you get qualified for the surgery, you'll be seeing a heart doctor, a cardiologist. Um, let's see, I saw um, a sleep apnea doctor. You have to get tested for that too as well. So that's like a overnight stay. So you have to sleep in the hospital. You have to be on the machine. Sometimes there are doctors where you can just like stay at home and do the sleep apnea. Um, you have to do lung and air. You have to see a lung and air doctor. Um, what else you have to do? You have to take blood. You have to get your they're gonna weigh you. They're gonna take your height, your measurements. They're gonna ask you why you want to get it done. My reason why I wanted to get it done is because my weight is it was off and on. I would be big 1 minute, and then the next naturally it'll just go by itself. So I decided that I just wanted to lose the weight all in all. So I was like 250 pounds. I went down to 140 pounds. I'm gonna try to put the pictures with this video of how I used to look. But yeah, it's been 6 years now. Um, when I went to do my gastric sleeve, we had a meeting. We had to go to a meeting. It was like a whole bunch of people. Like it's like an orientation or something with the bariatric. So we all sitting there, listening to them, telling us how the gastric sleeve works. Like they take like 90% of your stomach. You're not gonna be able to eat as much. You're not gonna be able to drink as much. So you gotta try to take that as much fluid as you can. When I say fluid, I mean water, juice, smoothies, protein shakes. I advise to stay away from like beer and liquor, or set it at a minimum where you're not drinking too much with after you have the surgery with the gastric sleeve. I had to. I'm gonna tell y'all now. I had to stop smoking when I had the surgery. When he said you cannot smoke anymore because that affects the gastric sleeve. So I had to stop smoking. So that was like, you know what I'm saying. But yeah, I stopped the smoking. Um, what else? It was hard. I had to go cold turkey because I was like, I really want the surgery. And then I was like, no, forget this. I'm gonna keep on smoking. He ain't gonna know. But they give you blood tests. When they take your blood test, they make sure that you're not smoking or anything. Um, and another thing is that once they do the blood test and it comes back that you're smoking, they will either cancel the whole thing, or they give you a time limit to when you need to stop. And That time limit is like right away. It's not no, oh, are we gonna give you 1 month to stop smoking, or are we gonna give you 2 months? They'll give you like little pills, like they'll say like you could get the little gums or nicotine gum to stop smoking and everything. But I advise you not to do it. Not to do it. So another thing is, what else did I have to do? Um, I was going there like every month to see my doctor, but then it slowed down because then they give you a referral. Now with the referral, you like I said, you have to see the doctor, um, the sleep apnea doctor, the heart doctor. They got do CAT scans, EKG. They gotta check your stomach. They gotta make sure that everything is good. They'll tell you if you're over the BMI. With some cases, they'll tell you to lose weight before the surgery because they have to see your liver when when you get the surgery done. They have to see the surgery. I mean, they have to see your stomach, not your surgery. Well, they gotta see your stomach, duh. But anyways, um, another thing is they give you they'll tell you that you can start eating slow, do like liquid diets. You could do liquid diets. Like when I say liquid diets, I'm meaning like broth, soup, apple juice. Smoothies are okay. Um, when I did my gastric sleeve, I did I bought a whole bunch of things from the Chinese restaurant. I bought like I'm gonna try to get the pictures in here. But I did like a whole bunch of soup liquids from the Chinese restaurant. I bought a whole bunch of that. I bought a whole bunch of protein shakes that I didn't like, and I spent a whole bunch of money on it, and I wound up giving it to my friend. So um yeah, I didn't drink it. So it was too nasty for me. It's called Premier Shake, which I didn't like. So instead of me doing the protein shakes, I started doing the smoothies. Like I would get the greens, like spinach, apples, pineapples, strawberries. I would make up my own shakes because I just wasn't feeling that. And I would get the powder at GNC and just put it inside there, and that was it. So you could do it that way. You could eat light. You could do sandwiches. You could do like light bread, light mayonnaise, light mustard. You could do sandwiches with tomatoes, onions, turkey, and things of that nature. So yeah, you can do that. So another thing is, you gotta excuse Dallas. Dallas is barking. So yeah, so you can do hey. So yeah, you can do some things like that. So another thing is that if you're in New York and you want to know more information about it, just drop your comment, and then I'll get back to you, and then I'll let you know what's going on with that. So yeah. Another thing is, what else? You have to, make sure that your doctors fill out all your papers and your documents. Because if you don't have your papers filled out at a certain time, you would not get the surgery. You would not have the surgery at all. That's one thing they don't play with. You got to make sure that you have your health insurance. You got to make sure all your documents is filled out, and you have to see a mental doctor too, a psychologist. You have to make sure you have all your documents and all your paperwork. So I'm letting you know now. If you don't have your paperwork, just forget about it because they're not gonna do anything without paperwork. Every doctor has to approve that you're healthy and that you're able to get the surgery. If you have a psychiatrists that say, "Oh, you don't need the surgery. You don't have to do that." That's what happened to me because she would not sign the papers saying that I was able to be approved to get the surgery. Me and her was going back and forth. No, you don't need it, and I'm like, this is not what we're gonna do. So um, I had to find a new psychologist because even the doctors were trying to call her and like, listen, you have to approve this patient so she could get, her surgery done. This lady would not let out. She was like, no, you don't need it. I was like 250 pounds and everything. She was like, no, she don't need it. No, we're not going to do that. So the best thing for you to do is be upfront with the psychiatrist, with your doctors, so that way you be able to get approved without no problems. Because that put me in a standstill. So I had to wait 2 months down the road to find another psychiatrist to get approved. So that's very important. Make sure that you stay on top of that. And also make sure you stay on top of your health insurance. Make sure that your health insurance is able to pay for the surgery for you to get done. Because everything that's done that you want done, um, you're gonna have to send it to there. You're gonna have to send it to um, actually, your doctors have to send all your paperwork to the health insurance place for you to get approved. So I telling you now, you better get that done. Get that done. Get that out the way. And well, if you have any questions, drop it down in the comment box, and then I'll get back to you. And then I will let you. I will do another part on how after the surgery and after you get approved, what is the next steps? So, um, let's see, we got the doctors, we have the bariatric doctor, we have the health insurance, we have like why you want to have the surgery, um, and things of that nature. But yeah, definitely get in touch with me. I help you out the best way I can. If you live in Virginia, I get someone else to help you, or I'll get some information to help you with that. Because I live in New York, so that's different from Virginia, Texas, North Carolina, South Carolina. But yeah, I definitely can help y'all. But make sure that you do your research first. Do your research before you get the surgery. Either if it's gastric bypass or the gastric sleeve. Um, Make sure that you do your research. That's very important. If you're not doing your research on getting this gastric sleeve and you just want to get it done because you see people losing weight fast and you see people losing weight from the surgery, that's not good. Because remember, this is a lifetime. It's not temporary. It's not a temporary fix. It's going to be with you for a long time, and you're going to be limited to eating, limited to drinking. You're not going to be able to do as much as you used to before you had your stomach, cut off. So I'm just being real with you. So, you know, there's it's a lot of important things. You know, when to get the surgery, if you're still going to continue eating the way you eating, overfeeding yourself, not taking care of your health. Because after you have the surgery, you're going to have to come back to see your doctor, your bariatric doctor. You're going to have to see your physician. You're probably going to go back to the same doctor that you saw beforehand. Even as psychiatrist, you're going to be going back to go speak to them because they're going to ask you how you feel after the surgery, what's going on. And it's gonna be an emotional roller coaster because you're gonna go be high like this, like oh you're feeling good one day, then the next you're down. So your emotions go up and down, because you're gonna get upset after you have the surgery. You're gonna be upset that you can't eat the way you used to eat. because now you're eating like very small. You're not eating no big ass plate like this. And I'm gonna tell you, I used to eat like 2 3 plates. I can barely eat a whole saucer plate. A saucer plate is like this little, or a plate. I could just like take like 1 2 3 4 bites, and then I'm full. You know. So yeah. So in the next video, we're gonna discuss about that. We'll talk about the dumping syndrome, and we'll talk about a lot of different things about this surgery. So this is going to be part 1. So take care. Have a great night. Actually, after I do this video, I do another video on after the surgery. So I'm gonna try to get some pictures. Thank you for watching.